We are getting into mid-July of the 2025 growing season, and this video I want to provide an update on how these sunflowers are doing with how they've been companion planted in the garden this year. And of course, this is the Black Hole sunflower that I got off of the experimental farm network, and it's doing really well, and the plants are growing nice and big and everything. So I want to kind of document that right now. All right, so here is the Black Hole sunflower that I planted back in probably mid-May or so, but I actually transplanted it. The stems are getting pretty nice and big, nice and thick. Plants are getting pretty tall, and so I have a whole row of them here. I think I only had like one plant that didn't survive. And I think what happened there, well, all of these sunflowers were planted kind of late, right? They had gotten kind of pot bound, so it would have been ideal to get them out earlier, but I was running short on time and didn't have a whole lot of time to get them in the ground earlier, and some of the weather was being weird too. But they seemed to not be tormented by like rodents or rabbits or anything like that, so I was actually kind of happily surprised. That may not always be the case, but maybe since they were already started and they had gotten a little larger, gotten a little bit tougher, more fibrous, maybe they weren't quite as luscious and delicious as, you know, the younger sunflower sprouts are. Of course, this is the Black Hole sunflower variety I got off of the experimental farm network. And these guys are looking really good. You know, there are some leaf chew marks sporadically throughout these sunflower plants, but it's definitely not anything major, but it would be cool to know what it would be. Some type of like black. Almost looks like some sort of like black fungal thing on the back of some of these leaves. Not sure what that is. And then of course down here I have, these are the Devil's Claw plants. Germination was kind of so-so on those, but they'd come up pretty well up that way. And then of course I have them planted on the other side as well. I could go through here and weed a little bit. The West Indian cucumber didn't really come up too much. There is like a plant here and there, so I'm not totally sure what the story is on that. But yeah, so I'm hoping to be able to get some good production off of these sunflowers, and maybe use this as my main sunflower variety moving forward. That would be cool. See if I can make some like sunflower seed butter, or you know, something to that effect. And then plant a bunch of these out next year or something. You know, I think might have good promise for co-planting that, maybe with some Devil's Claw or with some other crops. I don't know, maybe peppers too. We'll have to see. But these guys are looking really good. We have some interesting insects here. You can't really see them. Thank you so much for checking out this video on the Black Hole sunflower. This is a plant that's doing really well. The plants are growing nice and big, and I didn't even really do too much to them, right in the beginning. I just went through with a broad fork before I planted them. These plants got kind of pot bound, probably in the hoop house, so they could have been planted out a little earlier than they were, but nonetheless they are growing really well and still sizing up really nicely, so they look to be pretty promising for what they may produce in the fall season, and we'll probably document that as that time comes as well. So in the meantime, thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Take care.